I want to thank all of you in this room for helping us do what basically was kind of a dream of mine about 10 years ago, and it took a little while to convince our board, but in the meantime we were looking for other activities that we could get students involved in. Over the 10-year period, we've added journalism as a state championship, boys bowling as a state championship, cheerleading as a state championship, and now this year we will be adding bass fishing to our state championship series for our member schools. The one thing that all of you have to realize is there's no model to follow. We have nothing like this in the country going on anywhere. It was a situation that we felt it could be an activity that we could reach many students, and many students that do nothing else inside their school relative to other activities. So it will give them a purpose, it'll give them a need, it'll give them a reason to work on their grades, keep their grades up, and hopefully also work into the curriculum of our schools. Because with our bass fishing program, we cross over into the sciences, we cross over into math, we cross over into the English area, because if you look at our website, thefuturefisheshere.org, it's a new website we have incorporated. We're getting articles, we're asking for different things from our member schools to come forward, and hopefully we're going to have several of our students writing articles that we can put on this website that can be viewed across the country by many, many people. This website is being viewed all over the country, not just in Illinois. The one thing I found out once I got started and once the board did allow us to move forward was the fact that this program has a lot of interest. We found out it had a lot of interest in Illinois, which allowed us to move forward. My initial thought was we're going to have approximately 100 schools with about 120 to 130 boats, and I would have to open up 6 sectional lakes and try and get about 40 boats qualifying for the state finals. What happened was it did just what I thought it would. Only 2 years out I thought it would do this. It did it this year, and that is we have over 214 schools represented. We're going to have over 400 boats on lakes across the state of Illinois on Friday, April 24th, fishing. And without the help of you, the Cook County Forest District, there is no way we could make this happen. I don't know where we would put the large number of schools up here in this area to fish for our sectionals. The working that your people have done, Steve, Chris, Steve Sillick, Jim Phillips, that have done working with us, helping us make this possible, we couldn't have done it down there without them. We couldn't have done it without the DNR. There's so many people have jumped in and made this become reality for our students that I can't thank everybody enough, including yourself, for what you've done to make this happen for the students. And that's the key here. This is another activity for the students, another learning for the students, and that's what we really want to focus on. We're going to have, like I said, on the 24th, there'll be over 1,200 kids up and down the state that'll be competing. That's just the kids competing. That's not taking the 214 schools that have programs right now, and on an average you're looking at 10 to 50. 10 to 50 is kind of where we're falling with students that are actively engaged in the clubs that are out there right now. So we do have a huge interest in what's out there, and I think it's going to be a wonderful program. Locally up here, the one thing that many people said to me when we first started was this is going to be a rural activity. It's only going to be for the southern Illinois schools. Wow. If you look at the map, if you go to our website, you look at the map and see the distribution of our schools that have actually signed up, it's very, very well spread out across the state from all of our districts, from the Chicagoland area to the Quad Cities to the middle of the state to Southern Illinois, very well dispersed in the number of schools that are involved. And what I'm hearing, which is kind of a good news, bad news situation, is the fact that with 214 this year, I think we're probably looking at well over 325 to 350 schools, many more up in the Chicagoland area that will be interested in this program next year and signing up next year. A lot of them are on the hold and wait and see what's going to happen and how's it going to work and what's the liability issues, because that was one of the major issues that they had, was with the liabilities with the boats, and Country Financial is stepping forward there, so we're able to work real well right there. As we move forward, I know that the schools have already partnered with, well, just up here alone, working with your forest preserve in many different conservation activities relative to learning activities for our teams, and that's awesome, because that's what it's about. It's putting those programs together, getting the kids in a situation where they can learn and give back, and that's what it's about. So the partnership that you all have stepped forward and worked with us, again, I can't thank you enough, and I really want to let you know that our office, our 756 member schools, really appreciate you helping us make this possible, and full well knowing that not only is this a program that's being watched all over Illinois, this program is being watched all over the country. As I found out the last 5 or 6 months, I can't get off the phone with people from all over the United States talking about the high school bass fishing program. So it's being watched all over. That wasn't my intent, but it's one of those byproducts that you get when something like this steps forward, and I had no idea I was going to be spending so much time with outside of the state issues, but I have, and I guess that's a good thing, because that means there's a lot of interest and people are looking to see how this is going to work. So, and again, I want to thank you for all your help and support. It's been wonderful, and our students back here would like to thank you, because without your help, I don't know where I'd be putting these students up here in these sectionals. So thank you very much.